Hi, I'm Alexander and this is my channel. As this is my first video on the channel, I thought I'd do something special. So today we're going to look at one of my favourite scenes from one of my favourite series. That series is Killjoys. Wanting to give my thoughts on this clip is the reason why I made a YouTube account, even if it was just to upload the clip with no commentary. I'll probably remake this video in the next year or so that new subscribers can see it so that I can see the change in the quality of my videos. Hopefully I'll improve. So before I go too far, let's start out with a clip.
Has it ever occurred to you that if you were even slightly less of a dick, people might actually want to work with you?
Can't do that.
Because?
Every organization needs a designated asshole. That is my gift to the Killjoy Collective. The asshole may not be liked, but he will always be necessary.
Because he does what's needed.
Every organisation needs a designated arsehole. He may not be liked, but he will always be necessary, because he does what's needed. This quote stuck in my mind long after I forgot the surrounding episode. Why? Because it's true. And I can say that I too have offered the invaluable service of being the arsehole. The fact of the matter is, you need someone to tell you that you're poorly dressed, someone to step up and fire a bad employee, and someone to pull the trigger when no one else can. And as all great shows do, Killjoys understands it's better to show rather than tell. So 5 minutes after you're given the principle, as the line is lingering in the back of your mind, you're shown the principle in action. And just a heads up, this is a slightly longer clip as I felt the context was important, so there's a small spoiler warning. Anyway, here's the clip.
Just do it fast. Come on. I don't want to spend my last days as a target. Please.
No. Do it, Dutchie.
Do it!
No!
The warrant is all. Joe would have wanted it that way.
Fancy is the arsehole. He kills Joe even though it won't make him liked. He does what is needed and shows why he will always be necessary. Joe does not want to spend his last few days being hunted down, but Dutch didn't want to kill him. It was up to Fancy to solve their little dilemma. But I could have shown that in a shorter clip. So why use a clip that's over a full minute? Well, it's because what happens next is just as important. After Fancy kills Joe, he says a single line and goes back to his table. It is what Joe would have wanted. In one line, Fancy justifies his actions and consoles Dutch. Then he goes back to his table. He is neither happy nor proud of what he's done, but he is justified. He reads the room and leaves Dutch to grieve. If you're writing a character to be an arsehole, you may have made him gloat or make a snide remark after killing the sympathetic character, but Fancy is not the villain. He is just a guy willing to make the unpopular decisions. Of course, Fancy is not a selfless character. He acts in his own interest as well, but he functions as a force for order. He truly accepts that the warrant is all. But is Fancy even an arsehole? This is a more pertinent question, so time for some definitions. Merriam-Webster defines an arsehole as a stupid, annoying or detestable person, whereas the Urban Dictionary defines an arsehole as a person who is intentionally cruel, obnoxious and heartless. When Fancy is looked at as a character, he can be considered annoying, heartless and maybe even detestable. But as I've hopefully shown, he is neither stupid nor is he intentionally cruel. So going back to our definitions, according to Merriam-Webster, he is an arsehole as he meets one of the requirements. But according to the Urban Dictionary, he is not. He doesn't meet all three requirements. I leave up to your personal definitions as to whether he is or is not, but for the sake of fluency, I'll use the term as intended rather than as defined. So, to my real point, should you be the arsehole? Yes and no. The answer is not as simple as to be or not to be. If everyone acted as Fancy does, the world would probably end up looking like some kind of dystopian nightmare, where people acted without emotional regret. So you shouldn't be the arsehole, right? No, that's not right either. Sometimes a cold touch is necessary. Everyone is experienced working in a group. The leader has to be the arsehole. They are required to dismiss the bad ideas, give criticisms on your work, and kick someone out of the group when it's necessary. Without a leader, the group is directionless. Bad ideas proliferate, and the standard of work drops. People laze about. Yet if every member of the group was an arsehole, sure, the work may get done, and it may even be to a better quality. But the members of the group will not be happy. If everyone attacks your work, you're left feeling isolated and worthless. And this would happen to everyone in the group. You only need one leader in a group, and you only need one arsehole. So if you find yourself in a group without an arsehole, consider whether you should be the one to offer that service. Comparatively, if you're in a group full of arseholes, consider stepping down from the role, however temporarily, for the good of the group. Well, that's just my take. The real takeaway from this video is that you should give Killjoys a watch. The clips in this video were taken from Season 1, Episode 6, so you don't have to go far to see it, and I haven't spoiled anything major. Well, that's the end of the video. So like, subscribe and comment, take a peek at my channel, and maybe watch something else. Either way, I've been Alexander and you've been
Audience Member 5.